Damn, that's super embarrassing. I just talked for like 5 minutes. Damn, that's super embarrassing. All right, well, let me restart. Yo, what's poppin'? All right, the stream is starting. Let me just make sure my light is at its brightest. Okay, sweet. I thought I started the live stream. Ends up I did not. I had to click go live. I thought I could just click it here. Um, so that's fucking funny. Um, so basically what I was saying, what is up everyone? I am doing a new PC build today, and it's new because I'm using some old parts. I did get some new parts, but I'm also using some old parts, one from my NZXT-H1 and some from my server. Um, Basically, what happened is that my NZXT-H1 had two failing parts in it. One was my motherboard, and one was my CPU cooler. Um, oh, thanks, Brian. I'm glad you like the shirt. Yeah, it just says Splobber. Um, and it's also over here. Hashtag ad. But basically, yeah. So also, I can't see the chat on this screen for some reason. The tab like glitched out, so I can see it over there. But won't be able to really tell right now. If I miss something, I will get back to it. But yeah, basically, my CPU cooler failed. The pumps weren't working anymore, and also my motherboard failed. So sent those back. I will be getting the CPU cooler next week. I got the expected shipping date. But the motherboard I just sent out, I wish I'd sent it out a month ago when I was in Europe. I wasn't able to make any videos then, but basically, yeah, that stuff stopped working. And so I pulled out the RAM from there, and I also pulled out the CPU. Um, and basically put the RAM that was in my NZXT-H1 into my server. I have a server that I host Minecraft and some other stuff on for like development. Um, and basically the RAM that was in there at the like previously was this Vengeance RGB Pro kit from Corsair. There was some sort of compatibility issue between the two. I'm not really sure why, but because these are actually a nice set of RAM sticks. These are both Samsung B dies, which is a pretty good set of RAM to have. It means that they're like more likely to be able to be overclocked if I wanted to. In any case, solid set of RAM. I think these are 3600. No, this is a set of 3200 CL16 DDR4 Corsair Vengeance Pro. So pull those out of the server, and I'll be using that for this build today. Then I have my Ryzen 3900. Oh, what's up? Oh, thanks. Nice haircut. Um, Stop flirting with my boyfriend. Yeah, for real. Uh, you need to stop flirting with me. It's a little bit weird tomorrow. Um, Okay, so I also have this Ryzen 9 3900X for my NZXT-H1. I'll be using that for my build today. Basically, we'll be getting a new CPU for this NZXT-H1. I'm not exactly sure what CPU I'll be getting yet. Kind of need to balance performance with heat with that case. Okay, let's go over the other stuff. So basically, that's the current set of affairs with my PCs. I will be building two more PCs in the upcoming weeks. We will see what I end up doing, but I'll probably do some like live streams for those as well. But yeah, so for this case, for this PC, I got a Corsair SF750. That's my power supply. I got the EK AIO 240 DRGB. This is the cooler for my CPU. Should be pretty solid, and 240 millimeters is, I think, the max size that you can use with this case, which is the Loki Ghost S1. Okay. Back off where? Onto his croc. Um, how did you get a wrench by your name? I want one. Oh, yeah, he's a mod. Um, that's a cool hoodie on your desk. Thank you. I think so too. It looks pretty good. Subparskating.com. Um, yeah, so the Loki Ghost S1. This case went on sale for like half off. Um, it might still be on sale. I'm not exactly sure. And you can, it's like, it was probably like one of the more popular small form factor PC cases a couple years ago. I think it fell out of favor just because like there are new cases that resemble it or uh, look similar, and they have much better cooling. But in any case, like for the price that I personally wanted one for a while, so I'm looking forward to trying this out. Then I have some fans. I have the Noctua A1215 by 15, and also some 140 millimeter by 25 fans that we will see which ones I end up using, or if I end up using any of them. I probably will be using these today. We'll see. Probably might try and stick them in the bottom. Then I have the Gigabyte Aorus X570i Aorus Pro Wi-Fi. This is just the mini ITX motherboard. This is the one that I had in my N6TH1. Honestly, I don't know why I bought this one again. It's a great motherboard, but I could have gotten one from Asus for like $30 cheaper. But, it is what it is. I just kind of bought it trying to get all this stuff in a rush. Then I have a 970 Evo Plus that I'll be using for the SSD. Some thermal compound. And then this is a RTX 3080. It's from Asus. I actually really, really like this one. This is just like one of my favorite designs. I don't know if this will actually fit in the computer case yet. If it doesn't, I also have a 3080 Ti Founders Edition, which I think should fit. We'll see. If that doesn't fit either, then I'll go get my 2080 Super from my server. Cool. So, people in San Diego are about to be hip to subpar, by the way. Oh, sweet. Glad to hear it. Why do they have to make all the names random letters and numbers? They should be a little more creative with their names. Good point, Samantha. Why don't you should submit that as a complaint to all of these computer companies. I'm sure that it would really help. Okay, so let's get started. Now I did actually set up my GoPro to be used with this so that I can give you guys a POV. So basically I'll do this, and then let me switch over to my webcam view. Oh no, that's not what I wanted you guys to see. Give me a second. Let me see if I can get this right. Well, that's not working yet. Give me 1 second. Hmm. So you're building a PC for the stream. Next stream, can we build a family? Of course. Oh, apparently not. That's too bad. I'm trying to see if I can get this working, because it was literally just working before I started streaming. If not, then I can just use this. But it'd be kind of lame if I couldn't use this. You're out of here? What the heck? Yo, why isn't this working? Um, okay, now it should be working. What? Why did it immediately stop working? Bruh. It's literally working over here. Um, all right, there we go. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this now. Yeah, Brian, you should come over, bro. Right before you go to San Diego. Also, let me turn up my gain. Okay, I think that should be better. Okay. Let me know if that's too loud or anything, but basically, yeah, let's freaking do this. Okay, so why don't I start with the motherboard? And then we'll come back to like the other parts. Okay, hot. So first things first, we get the CPU installed. Yes, sir, POV. And basically you want to line up this little golden triangle down here. I don't know if you guys can really see that though. But basically there's a little golden triangle. Oh god, what am I doing? There we go. Alright. That is the Ryzen 9 3900X installed. Cool. Next up we can just do the RAM actually, it'll be pretty quick. So you just want to make sure... I think these don't go down. Oh, they do. So basically just make sure that this lines up with where it's supposed to go. Cool. Alright, sweet. So that is the RAM. Now, if we want to install the SSD real quick. Oh, and let's actually peel this. Sweet. I think that's all that. If we want to install the SSD, that goes underneath this active cooler. So we're gonna have to unplug this, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's just unscrew this first. Shoot. I actually need to go get... I need to go get a screwdriver set, so I will be right back real quick. Alright, cool. So I'm just using some screwdrivers that are like literally from the dollar store. You don't need anything crazy. Alright, back to the POV, bro. Alright, sweet. And let me know if you guys would like me to adjust anything. Now, there's a couple reasons why I like this motherboard, but there's also a couple things I really don't like. If I were to start with the things I do like, one, having this active cooler is actually pretty handy. You don't really hear it, and pretty good for the VRM. Now, it has Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi 6, which is pretty nice. If you don't like have the capability to plug in by Ethernet, and yeah, the has two SSD slots, which one is right here, and the other is in the back here. That's pretty handy in my opinion. Also supports a lot of RAM, and the biggest, and also, yeah, the biggest shortcoming, in my opinion, though, is that, like, yes, it has USB 3.0. Almost every single motherboard does now. But it doesn't have USB-C support, like, for the front. It does have USB-C back... Oh, shit. It does have USB-C back here, which is nice, but... I mean, for example, on my NZXT-H1 over here that you can see, actually, I don't know if you guys could see that, but basically on the NZXT-H1, there's a USB-C port right on the front, and and yeah, you can't freaking use it, which is stupid, because there is no way to plug it in here, so pretty lame. I'm actually going to plug in my old SSD for now. I'm going to switch it back over. The reason why I'm building this PC actually is because, one, partly because, like, I don't have one right now, and I thought, like, okay, like, I have a bunch of old parts. I should use a bunch of old parts that I'm not going to be using. And honestly, like, selling them isn't super worth it, in my opinion. I'd rather use them. The other is that my mom needs a computer, and I thought that would be like kind of helpful for her to have. And then also because we have a VR headset, but like there's not enough space in our bedroom to play VR games, and but there's enough space in our living room. So I was like, okay, like I don't want to move. Damn, what am I doing? I don't want to move like my NZXT-H1 over there like over and over. And yeah, I do have an external GPU, but like it's kind of a pain to have to set up all of those cables. So like here over here is my brother's external GPU. I had one until I put my 2080 Super into my server, and I actually have plans for that external GPU, which consists of turning that whole case into another PC, just as like a project. Yeah, I thought that might be a fun project because it's honestly pretty large, uh, in my opinion. Well, it's not an opinion. It's just it's large. Like it's enough to be like a small form factor PC. Now that I think about it, I should just plug this in the back. Whatever. Actually, yeah, no. This will be a pain to remove later on. I'm going to set up the new SSD and then just not like set it up. I'm gonna plug in the new SSD, but I'm not gonna set it up. I'll just leave it like unpartitioned until I get my PCs up and running. The reason why I'm doing this is because I need to edit photos from my Europe trip. How are you guys liking this POV? So here is the SSD 970 EVO Plus. Honestly, I think this might be better than mine. Alright, so yep, this is better than mine. That's hilarious. I clearly paid a lot of attention. Let's just use the magnets. Bruh, I'm so clumsy. Cool. So that will be the main SSD. Honestly, I could just install Windows on it too, and then like access the files on here. It doesn't really matter in the end. Cool. All right, so that is currently the motherboard with the CPU, the RAM, and the SSD all set up. One more spot to set up would be back here, though. I wonder if I'm screwing myself. You know what? Before I plug this in, what MOBO and case? Okay, so the motherboard is the Gigabyte X570i Aorus Pro Wi-Fi, the mini ITX build with the Loki Ghost S1. No audio? That's so weird. I can't even hear myself. That's so weird. I can't even hear myself. Okay, never mind. I can. I think it's just it might be my mic isn't always picking me up. But okay, so I'm glad you guys can at least. It seems like, yeah, I don't know. It might also be the delay. Yeah, I think it's the delay. Basically, like, I mean, I didn't set it up to be delayed, but there might have been like a setting. But yeah, so Loki Ghost S1. Yeah, so let me put that screw back. Where did I put it? Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to maybe putting my SSD in. Maybe we won't even do it. I can just plug it into something else. Okay, so let's switch back over here real quick. And I'm gonna move some stuff, which is why I'm doing this. So, okay, so we have this set up, but again, this is the Gigabyte X570i Aorus Pro Wi-Fi with a Ryzen 9 3900X and Corsair 3200 CL16 Vengeance Pro RAM, and a Samsung 970 Pro Evo Plus 1 terabyte. So next up, I'm gonna just clear out some of these boxes as well. We don't need these. And I'll just put this down here for now, just to clear up some space. All right, cool. So next up, let's actually open up our PC case. I'll switch back to the GoPro for this. And then let's put that over there. Let's put this over here. Actually, since this is such a large item, why don't I do it on this camera? Cool. Yeah, so Loki Ghost S1. Okay. Glad you can hear me, dude. Yeah, so this is the Loki Ghost S1. It comes out. Bruh. Please. Cool. So I've never worked with this case before, so I'm not fully certain what to expect, but I am really excited. Looks like it comes with a warranty for 2 years. That's pretty nice. Cool. And comes with some screws. Not fully certain what they are for right now. Might be for setting up this splitter inside. I'll put that down here for now. Yo, what's up, Spade? Yeah, it's gonna be a tight fit for everything. Honestly, at this point, I'm not really certain if this is gonna fit. Oh gosh. It looks like maybe. I'm really uncertain. Yeah, so I got this in the ash color. Kind of wanted something that wouldn't stick out too much. You know, when I first got this case and I was thinking about like, this is the RTX 3080 from Asus. Probably one of my more like favorite looking graphics cards. When I first got this case, I was like worried that it might not fit depth-wise, but honestly now I'm worried that it's not going to fit length-wise, and it's looking like that's the case. I'll probably have to switch over to the Founders Edition. Okay, cool. So this is the Loki Ghost S1, and we'll take a look inside in just a second. Now I also got the top hat because I will be using a radiator for the AIO. Looks like this one just has to do a little bit more setup with, but that's how they can pack it a little bit tighter. Cool. Okay, so that's that. Why don't we take a look inside? You bought the H1 for 200, but this looks pretty tempting. Yeah, the H1 for 200 is a great deal because it comes with the power supply, comes with all the cables already routed, it comes with the AIO, and that is for 200. This is 150, I think. I think I got it for 149 or something. And that is just the case. So the top hat, and if you add the top hat, that's 189. So then you have to buy the power supply separately. That was so for the Corsair SF750, that was $170. So that brings you already to about 250 plus 30, so 280, and then another 70, so 350 already for that, and then the AIO was about $100, so that's 450. So you do have to do that price comparison, but if that's still well within your budget, I have to say, like, I really do love the look of this case. Okay, so it looks like a regular screwdriver won't actually work for opening it up. In the meantime, why don't we actually get this set up? And let me switch over to my POV. Yeah, not sure I want to up my budget that much, but I like the look and compactness of that. Yep, I totally agree. The price can be prohibitive, especially with small form factor cases. Don't really get much instruction with setting up this stuff, but looks pretty simple otherwise. Okay. Looks like it looks like this just might screw into the sorry, I cannot think and also do this at the same time. It looks like this might just screw into the top of this. So we'll have to wait to set this up. But we can do that in just a second once we get this open. And it looks like we will remove these screws and then this will just magnetically sit on top. And you can see that with these little magnets right here. I think it's just going to sit on top like that. Okay, so let's get this. And then we can start sticking stuff inside. We'll probably start with the power supply and get things routed. Cool. Damn. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the build quality for this case currently, but I do want to see what it's like on the inside. I know that people really liked this case, but it had like it could get like temperatures pretty high. Which if that's the case, then I definitely want to be wary of using like a 3080 or something like that. So we'll see what ends up sticking. And fitting. Feel free to send any questions if you guys have any, and I will be more than happy to answer. Okay, cool. So with all of those out, we can remove this. Nice. So here is the PCIe riser from Loki. Then the internal, basically extension cable for the power. The power supply, I assume, is going to connect right here. And then this is for your I/O. So fortunately, it's all labeled, everything like that. So this looks pretty cool. And I think you should be able to slide out. Unless there's like another screw holding it in. Ah, there's another screw in the bottom. Yo, Rashad, actually, would you want to paste your build that you're building right now into the chat? I got you guys. I think I did a PC part picker. Okay. So this is Loki Ghost S1 build. Now this is actually a little bit different. So I ended up going with the Ryzen 3900X. And then I did not get this. I got the EK. What did I get? The EK AIO 240D RGB. And then, oh man, a lot of stuff changed from when I set this up. It's not this, I don't think. Yep, it's this one. And then the Asus Tough Gaming 3080. Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay. So I think this should be it. Hell yeah, epic moderator style. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Yo, San Diego. So, okay. Yeah, I think we need to remove these screws down here at the bottom. I like these feet. It feels pretty smooth, but it also has like pretty good texture. No complaints or anything there. Currently, not really liking how many screws I have to remove panels, but you know, I don't necessarily have to put them back in. Looks like there's some adjustable pieces here. Oh yeah, I can pin that. All right, sweet. So now I can slide these out. Yeah, I don't really love that. I feel like those bottom screws are kind of unnecessary. But yeah, here is the case basically wide open. You know, why don't we just quickly spot check this? Might as well see. Oh, fuck. Okay, this is not gonna work. I will get my other GPU later when it's actually important. But honestly, looks like we might need to go with something. We'll see if the 3080 Ti Founders Edition fits. Apparently mods can't pin messages. That's weird. Oh, you know what? I might have to add you as a user. It's weird that it's separate, but anyways. Yeah, looks like okay, so this won't fit. Pretty size limited. This would technically, but also barely fit in my NZX TH1. And if you see my other videos, you can tell that my current 3080 Ti in there is the EVGA FTW3, I think, and that thing also barely fits. It's pretty rough. Okay, so this is covered in anti-static tape. Let's get this off. And basically we can flip this down. And why don't we install the motherboard first? Let me grab that and let me just switch it real quick. Okay. So while I'm also grabbing this, why don't we also see if my 3080 Ti Founders Edition would fit? I have a feeling that the answer is going to be no. So let's actually switch this back over. No, it doesn't meet. Oh, you know what would probably help? Removing this. Okay, why don't I switch back over? I already have my motherboard up here. Might as well switch back. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Kind of like a test run on my end as well. Yeah, let's remove this. At least they kept the like size of the screws and everything's the same. That does make stuff easier. Also, Brian, I'm sad that I will not see you this weekend. Holy crap. Okay. This will fit. It's going to have absolutely terrible performance, but it'll fit. I will not keep this in after this. I will definitely switch it back to the 3080 Ti. Or I'm going to switch it back to the 2080 Super. But for now, I don't want to go back and like grab that out of my server right now since that's working. Yeah, honestly pretty... Something I should have checked before is if this would fit, but that's not a problem. It's not too big of a problem because I can just put this back in my server, this 3080. And hilariously enough, this will be getting an even further upgrade to the 3080 Ti. Okay. So let's get this set up. Oh yeah, one thing is usually motherboards have a a input out like IO shield. In this case you do not have one, nor do you need one because it's built in. So I just want to get things lined up. And there we go. Cool. Now, technically, we can use the screws that came in here. Now, these four are for the power supply, so I'll keep those over here because we'll come back to that right after, and I guess so is this one. And then I think these are technically for the motherboard, or unless I have that flipped up. Are these for the... Okay. It'll fit, but I'm terrible. Yeah, you can quote me on that one, mate. Happens to me all the time. I might be mixing this up, by the way, guys. I'm definitely mixing this up. This does not fit. It's just too tight. So it must be this. This looks like it's way too small. Interesting. Okay, so let's get these in. And fortunately, behind this motherboard, there's actually space for me to plug in my old SSD. So I will be able to get that in. Hopefully you guys are actually seeing something. Can't really check right now. If I do, I'll literally just not see. Cool. Alright, so just want to make sure that they're tight, but not too tight. Just like it won't move. Now let's take a look at our I/O. So it is flipped, but basically we have our like 3.5mm jacks. One is for the mic, line out, line in. Your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth like extender. It just looks like a little. It's just like a little receiver. Your Ethernet USB 3.1, USB-A 3.1, and then Type C USB 3.1. Q-Flash Plus. If you basically have a USB in here with like a BIOS on it that you want to install on the motherboard and you're not able to get into BIOS, then you can just press this and install through there. I think this is a CMOS clear button or something like that. I can't actually see right now. It's on the other side. 3 USB 3.0 ports. That's another thing that's honestly lacking on this motherboard. I wish it had more USB. Like, yes, there's 5, but like no one's using integrated graphics on AMD motherboards unless you have the 5800X3D, or like the G series. Generally, people don't buy those. For the rare occasion, like, you don't need 2 HDMI out ports, like, and a deep display port. I personally, I don't love that. Okay, so now let's get this slotted in. Actually, yeah, no, we're fine. This is a little bit thin. It's kind of weird. But there it is. And so that will be all set up for our graphics card. Wow. Okay. So like a lot of this is already set up. We can even plug this in. Power switch, power LED. So if we go here, there should be a bunch of ports. Personally, I'm not spotting it right now. It might be these. I'll just come back to this. I just typically need to check the guide. I always forget. You do have 2 fan headers on here, I think, and you have a bunch of SATA. Here's your motherboard connector. Here's your CPU connector over here, like CPU power, and then USB 3.1, 3.0, sorry, and then I think this is like, shoot, I'm honestly not remembering right now off the top of my head, but I think this is just like, this honestly might be this. Yeah, I think that might be these. And then not remembering what this is. It might be a fan. We'll check the guide. This is a fan header. This is like your RGB header if you want to plug in RGB. Now though, let's get the let's get our CPU cooler and our power supply open. I'm gonna move this over, and then we can get this open. This box kind of got beat up in shipping. Man, I'm gonna have so much I'm gonna have so much cardboard to throw out. Yeah, okay, so I use this Corsair SF750 in my NZXT H1. This is a great power supply. Now, the thing is, if you are going to be getting a newer 4000 series graphics cards, you might want to hold off on buying one because they'll be coming with slightly different connectors for graphics cards, just to support like how much power draw all of those new graphics cards are going to have. I can't remember the connector name off the top of my head. I think it's just the 8-pin connectors are changing. Don't quote me on that. And so I would just look up before you buy a power supply, like depending on what graphics card you're going to be getting, if this is the right one for you. If you're getting a 3000 or older, it's definitely good. Like nothing will beat this. If you're going for a smaller form factor power supply. That's just my opinion, though. All these screws on my freaking compute thing. Oh, nice. So it comes with some Velcro straps. Always like to see that. I don't need this monitor on. It's probably just distracting. Rad. I can vouch for that power supply. Got a Ryzen 5950X and a 3090 on it. That's pretty OP actually. That's a lot of power draw. Dang, what's up, dumb? Silica? No, don't eat that shit. Okay, so here is the power supply. Super small. Super small, super awesome. Silent operation at low to moderate loads. In this mode, the fan will not spin. Love to hear it. Yeah, basically, it can be completely silent if you're not drawing too much power. Always nice to have. And another great thing is that these cables come pre-wrapped in what is it called? Basically, it's just not the regular plastic connectors. They're wrapped in like a cord, nylon cord, something like that. And then if you need like a adapter from the regular like MATX power supplies to the smaller form factor power supplies, then it comes with that as well. It also comes with a power cord. I will need this, so throw this over here for when I need to actually power this on. But for now, I'm gonna put this over on top of this. And why don't we get this installed? Let me switch over. Let me show you, dumb. Let me show you my POV. Oh shoot. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So basically, we're gonna need to choose how we're gonna set this up. Oh, shit. Either set this up like this. I mean, I think it is vital that we set it up like this so that the fan blows out. And then no, that's fucking stupid. What am I saying? We set up like this, Jesus. And so basically we'll see how this gets set up, but this one, yeah, this cable might definitely need to come around like that, and then we'll plug it in like this. Now, because we're doing it like this, I think we need to plug in our necessary cables first. Otherwise, it's going to be really painful to do it afterwards. Apologies if this noise is like really loud. Okay. So here is our motherboard connector. Definitely going to need this one. This is the 24 pin. All right. Now, fortunately, our motherboard connector is right here. We'll basically try and like push that a little bit into the GPU side and then have it come back up and connect. All right, what's next? We need our CPU connector. Is this? No, this is a PCIe. We will need one of these. Where's CPU? Okay, cool. Pretty sure this doesn't matter. No, we want this side. Okay, there we go. Now, for this motherboard, our CPU connector is over here, so we'll basically route it beneath. And then I don't think we need anything else. So we'll throw these back in here. Let me get this out of this way. It's kind of distracting me. Yeah, why don't we just plug this in as well? Oh yeah, and it also comes with zip ties. And the screws if you need them, and a sticker. Zip ties, honestly, I have started to like more and more, despite the fact that like they are kind of annoying in the fact that like, yeah, I will need to cut it if I need to change something. But still, despite that, I do like it because they're just like a really great way to get everything real nice and tight. Okay, so I'm gonna route this out here. And then let me actually, I might try and not waste too much time cable routing right now, but I do want to try and at least get it decent before I go too far. Oh god. Hope I don't break anything. Okay, so there we go. Now we have the choice. Do we go with the screws that Loki gave us, or Corsair? Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go with the ones that are already out, which are from Loki. They seem alright. Just hand tightening them right now, but I'm gonna come back and screw them in again. They make reusable zip ties. Yeah, I feel like they should make that a bigger thing because I do really like zip ties. Well, now. And also, yeah, the fact that they're not reusable kind of blows. They're one and... Oh, shoot. Sorry about that, guys. They're one and done. So that's awesome to see that they have them. I just wish it was a bigger thing then. Alright, we'll turn that off for now. So, let's see if I can fix this a bit. Basically, I'm just trying to fix this so that I can get this plugged in. Nice. Alright, sweet. So that's all looking good. Now I have to... Oh, I should have thought about this before I screwed this in. But let's go ahead and connect our motherboard connector. Okay. And I think I'm gonna have my CPU connector tuck underneath. Since I'll be coming over here. But still, do want there to be space. Okay. It's not looking too bad. And now this will click in like this. I apologize if you guys can't see anything. Also, if you guys have any recommendations for like what I should do for my next PC build, in terms of like, hey, like this would be awesome to see if you like had stream music or something like that in the background, anything like that. Oh, you know what I just realized this is? This is like if I need to connect a SSD, like a not an NVMe, what is it called? Like a just a regular SSD. Can't think of the name. I'm gonna unscrew these. That'll give me a little bit more space to work with. But yeah, I'm not sure. If you guys think like music in the background or something would be nice, I can definitely turn that on. I also, so I would have like better stream quality and everything, but I'm currently doing this on my laptop with an external GPU because my PC is dead, which I kind of explained at the beginning of the stream. Pretty sucky. Hoping to work on that next. But yeah. Probably zip tie those down after this. Yeah. Okay, so honestly, I think the next thing we do before it gets too crowded in here is connect my CPU cooler. That'll go right here. And this looks okay. What do you guys think? Oh, you know what? I don't know why I was tripping so hard about like front IO because this doesn't have any. So I'm not gonna even be using this. That's epic. Okay, so let me switch over. And okay, first thing I want to check actually is where these go in. So they also have this alternate bottom piece. I don't see any helpful use case with this though. So, oh, actually, this might be for the radiator. I think that's what it's for. Okay, so this is for the radiator. I'm just tripping again, getting ahead of myself. Let me get out my guide. I don't know why they still send CDs. Such a waste. But yeah, basically just gonna check where this goes. So it has a little guide. And why don't I go back to the GoPro and talk about what we have here. Okay, there we go. So basically here's the motherboard in the same orientation. And so if we were to look, here we have like our IO, our CPU slot, and then here is our CPU fan. Over here we have front audio, and this is our TPM. So that's like a security thing. Not going to be using either of these. Here we have system fan 2, which is being used for this. If you didn't want to use this active cooling for your SSD, you don't need to. So you could unplug that and honestly just use that system fan header for something else. Here you have another system fan header, your front USB, USB 3.0, SATA, the F panel, which might be where this stuff goes, speaker output, and then your motherboard connector and your GPU connector. So let's go back. It's funny that I've used this before and yet I still forget. How embarrassing. Alright, I think 9 is what we're looking for. Okay. Cool. So 9, which is F panel, which is over here, which is right here. Oh god. What have I done? Honestly, I might want to switch this back under. Let me just leave that open. Please come through. Sweet. Looks like it's clear. And then I'm gonna have it tuck. I'm not like great at cable organization, but I do want it to be as good as I can possibly make it, which is why I'm trying to do this. Okay, sweet. I think that's essentially it. Shouldn't be anything else to change, and it is color coded, which is nice. If only I had done this a little bit sooner. So let's take a look at where power switch goes. Power switch is why is there I don't understand. Why is this like this? Nah, this is fun. Sorry guys. I don't know why this shit is always the dumbest part to me, but okay. Basically this goes like this. It should just go like this. Because power LED goes at the top. Oh, I read this wrong. Shit. It goes here. Oh, fuck. There's no way I'm accessing that. note to self, if you're going to build with this, you should install these before you put in the power supply. Okay, so now I just want to get that cable all the way. Okay, so I didn't realize that was where the missing slot was, and then we just need to put our RAM back in. All right, nice. That is all in now. And that's a little bit better tucked. Nice. Oh man, it's starting to get hot in my room. Okay, so that is basically everything I needed this for. So I'm gonna throw that over there. And I'll probably do some zip tying, but I'll probably do it after the stream. Let's see what's next. Okay, let me switch cameras. All right. So, I'm gonna open up the window. Be right back, guys. It is hot as balls. Okay, so here's where we're at right now, but we're missing basically one more essential piece besides the GPU, which is the cooler for our CPU. You know, it'd be an interesting world if GPUs didn't actually come with coolers and just came with like just the board, and then you have to purchase your own cooler. Okay, so this is the EK-AIO 240D RGB. Comes with 2 fans. They're RGB. Comes with the different like sockets for like based on like what CPU you're using. I have a lot of screws on my desk. The radiator plus the CPU cooling block. Oh, I hope this fits. Yeah, so it comes with like the CPU pump power, and then this is the RGB header plus VDG. And also it comes it comes with the paste pre-applied. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna wait to open up the CPU cooling block, but we do need to install the fans on here. Oh god, it's a lot to... Let me do some cleanup. So, we will need these fans, we might need this. All of these screws can go into this bag. Man, it's a lot of screws. And I don't think we'll need any of these anymore, because we already have... I think this comes with the radiator screws, so we should be good there. Also comes with silica gel. Always love that. and all the rest of the screws that we need are like on the desk. I'm gonna move this back. We don't need this anymore. We also have these cable ties and zip ties, which I'll use later. Looks like I won't need this thermal compound, so I'm just gonna throw this down here. And we might not need the rest of the fans that I was hoping to add, but whatever. Yeah, so there's that. Let me get this. And we kind of need to think about how we want to set this up. Let's look at the guide. So it seems like we'll put the fans on the inside here, and then yeah, I think that's basically it. So we kind of need to think about the pressure, the air pressure inside this case. You know, depending on how we have this set up, preferably I'll have the tubes coming, like, let's say the radiator's here, and then I'll have the tubes come down like this, and then connect over there. I'm not sure if that would be long enough, though. Might be something I need to check. Oh yeah, it'll definitely be long enough. Put some water in there. So that's like one option. And then we do also have this radiator piece. I believe this is for the radiator. I know what I'm doing, right, guys? Do you guys still hear me okay? Yeah. Let me know if you guys don't hear me or anything. Because I'm getting some warnings. Okay, so let's install these fans, and I'm thinking, like, if I have the tubes like that, then what I'll do is set it up so that the air blows in here. Oh gosh, I don't know. Oh no, you're good, Brian. What the heck? I don't know where I put these fans. I like immediately lost them. Oh, I'm so blind. Okay. Nice. What time do you have to get up, Brian? So these are Vardar S EKIOs. They're 120 millimeter fans, and they look like they're 25 millimeters deep. Jesus, 3 a.m. Damn, dude. Yeah, don't feel bad if you need to sleep, mate. So if we're gonna have the cooler set up in like this orientation in like respect to the case, then you know, I'll start with both of them. No, I think I'm gonna have the one. I'm gonna have this one blow in, and No, that would be so bad. That's stupid. I'm gonna have this one blow in, and then this one blow out. And then let's look at the screws that came with. Okay, so it's a bunch of stuff in here. Oh, it even came with thermal paste, ectotherm. So that's nice. Not sure what these are for. Ooh, look at these big old freaking. Oh, these are. Yeah. Intel brackets, AMD brackets. So this is the one we're gonna want. Now, I am partially tempted to like start with both of them blowing out. But we'll go with this for now. Oh. Huh, I'm not sure, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up being best performing. Fortunately, this won't be too easy. This won't be too difficult to like change up if we want to. But yeah, definitely not like an easy part. Yeah, this isn't like the easiest thing I'd say, in terms of like considering what needs to be done. So there's this thing called positive and negative pressure, and you can also have neutral pressure, with air pressure. And basically, oh god, I screwed this one too tight. I guess it's like that. But positive air pressure is like you're more positive the more air you have going in, and then you're more negative the more air you have going out. And generally you want to be like more positive than negative, but you need some sort of balance. Currently there's not really that much air going in as far as I can tell. Maybe this is blowing in actually. So this would be sucking in, and then the GPU would also be sucking in, depending on like what GPU you're using. Yeah, so really depends. Now, where did I put this? Okay, so I think we just want this. So do I want to connect the top parts now? I think so. Please don't get mad at this mess, guys. I promise I'm usually very clean. Before I do that, let's plug in this GPU. So we'll no longer be using, unfortunately, the 3080. Oh, man. One more screw down here to adjust. Oh, whoops. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Alright, that should be good enough. That is so unsatisfying that there's no like click. It seems like that's it. Okay, so let's just tighten this now. Alright, cool. And then I can find that top piece. Yeah, that shit ain't going back. Like, what the hell is this even for? Bruh. Yeah, I don't know if I love this. I don't know if I personally love this setup for the PCIe riser, but it is what it is. Now we need one more thing in here. This freaking wacky connector. If you're wondering why I have so many random GPUs, believe me, I'm wondering the same exact thing. What the hell? Oh shit. No, I had it right. Bruh, what the hell is going on? It's like there's something. There's nothing in there. This might be messed up. Okay, so I think, oh, sorry. Thought I might have to grab something else further away. So it looks like something is wrong with one of these, unfortunately. Yeah. Damn. Okay. So I need to go back around and unplug this one. Let's remove it from here as well. We'll pull it out this side. Okay, so in the case that this has broken, I'll probably reach out to Corsair and ask them for a replacement one, because let's say I need to switch to like a GPU. Let's say I do switch to a GPU that requires, you know, 3 8-pin connectors, then I would need that. So that's kind of unfortunate. But in any case, you can pull that through here. And this is why I'm glad I connected everything up before. And pull this back over. And then we can connect this here. Wait, what the fuck? I've used this once before, so I know it. No, come on. Oh, what? Alright, whatever. Guess I just had to egg it in. I didn't have to do that. Cool, so that's 1. That's 2. And I'm gonna just try and like push this back in. But, or I could have it honestly come over there, but don't know if that's really best for cooling. This is okay, you know. Okay, so there we go. Now lies the last thing, which requires we install. Let me switch cameras. Okay, so we're pretty far, we're pretty close. And just wants to clean that up. Okay, so we're pretty close. Last few things we need to do. Basically, I need to check, does this like sit on top? Yes, it does. So this will connect to the radiator, and it's going to sit up at the top of the newly attached pieces, which will connect right now. But basically, yeah, we want to screw this in over here. Or we want to do this. No, we definitely want to screw it in like this. And we want to do this one like this. And those are not the pieces for it. I had the pieces, screws. Put them all over here. Let's see if this one's long enough. No, it is not. I might have used the wrong screws for the motherboard. If that's the case, it's not that big of a deal, but like, let's remove one of them and just check. It might just be the case that we need to use the longer screws that I use for the motherboard. That is exactly the case. Oh, definitely do not want to lose any pieces right now. Okay, that's not too big of a deal because I can just change one of these at the same time. Let's just see. Yep, okay, so we're just going to change one screw at the same time, at one screw at a time, and yeah. Let me do one thing. Actually, no, it's fine. Don't do that. I'm gonna switch back to the GoPro in just a bit, but I just want to put this in first. Damn, how am I supposed to install this? Let's see if we can finish this before the 2-hour mark. I have my doubts, but let's just see. I'm mostly worried about the CPU cooler, if I'm honest. Alright. That's that. Now, we can connect this. last screw. Sweet. All right, so we have this like top hat screw part. This looks really off in the front. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but we'll see. There we go. That's all lining up. And then you can see, does this sit on top? Yes, it does. Is that what we want, though? Who bloody knows? Because it could be that this goes in between, which would suck, because then I have to remove the fans. But I think that might be the case. Not too huge of an issue. Basically, just have to remove one of these. I'm going to remove this one because I need to reset this anyways. And then I'll switch back to my GoPro. Let me switch back. Okay, so basically what I'm thinking is that this is supposed to go there. No, that wouldn't make sense. What the hell is this even for? I'm guessing this didn't come with a guide. Oh, it did come with more screws. Darn it, I'm an idiot. Whatever. Let's ignore this for now. And then just focus on seeing if this will connect. Yep. Okay, so let me search one thing real quick. Let me just check the Loki. Oh, you guys don't even see. Loki, Ghost, S1, Top Hat. Like, I'm pretty certain we will need to use this for the radiator. Yep. So basically, I fucked up. This is supposed to go there. And then... Damn it! Alright, I'm gonna keep this up just in case I need to reference it. But yeah, so basically need to unscrew this again. Very unfortunate. Overall, there's a lot of stuff to screw in on this case, which is very nice aesthetics and all, but still frustrating to have to do all that. Where did the screw go? Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think we're basically ready to install this, so let's do that. It goes like this. Not long enough. The chances are it's not long enough. Where are those screws that I just brought over? Yep. So the screws I removed from the motherboard were actually fine, I think. Probably should have looked at the manual first, but you know, that's okay. That's how we roll. Now, another implication of having this set up like this is that if I want to remove that GPU, I will need to remove this whole top part. So I will definitely be removing it and switching it out. It's just a matter of when. Oh God. One more thing I didn't consider is that how are these things getting routed? I think I put this in on the wrong side. Sorry, guys. Now, the reason I say that is because I need to be able to route this. And if I'm taking it off, I need to be able to take it off. Actually, I guess that could technically work from either side, as long as, like, when I put this on... Darn it. See, with this assembly, this is a bit dumb, but basically, like, with this assembly, I can't I would have to do it like this, basically, where this goes like this, and then it would just sit on here, and then I could screw through here. So I could do that. That's actually, that's fine. That's fine, that's not a problem. So let's finalize that and stop switching shit up. Let's unscrew these. Alright, so with that removed, now we'll have to install it like this. Alright. So this should be the remaining things. Fortunately, I did set the fans up without even paying attention. That's nice. In terms of testing the PC, I probably will not do that on this stream. I'll do that on like a separate video. So basically this will sit like something like this. Except that I will need to shift all of this over. Ugh, darn. I'm just gonna fuck it. Like, let's just shift everything. Do not care about any of that. And yeah, so this needs to get shifted over for sure. That won't take too long though. Just gotta. Let's check that out. I'll probably be okay. Yeah, that'll probably be fine. And yeah, let's just do that. I know that like yes, the CPU like tubes are going to be going right over this exhaust. I'll try and route it as best as I can, but it's kind of unavoidable. Okay, so yeah, that's basically unavoidable. Okay, so next up, let's just I'll do the cabling afterwards. Let's get things screwed in and this computer on. I'm just mostly excited about that. But I also need to plug in things like this. Let's make sure I'm not killing these tubes by doing this. Yep, I think that's about as best as that will be. Maybe I could shift this down a bit, but I think... Actually, yeah, if I can shift this down, that would be awesome, but I'm not going to do that right now. This build might shift around a bit, honestly, like as I figure things out more about this case, but for now, I think this will be what I go with. Just because it's the most optimal that I can currently think of. All right. Finally, this radiator is in. Now, this leaves us pretty restricted with this stuff, but I think we can just kind of get things in. So I think this does come with some sort of daisy chaining, which is awesome. This is for the CPU block. So this is going to connect down here, and then this is for the RGB. Let's see, which one is this one? This one is from the further one. So I'll have it plug into this one. And then that can tuck underneath like that. And then yeah, that means I can just plug in this to here. And then I can, well, there's nothing to cover up. Cool. And then this will connect to our RGB headers, which are over there. VDG. I don't know why it's VDG. Or maybe, I don't know. I'll come back to that. Honestly, RGB is not that important to me. Okay, this is another issue. I don't have. I could technically remove the. Sorry, let me give you guys a better view. I don't have enough. Actually, wait. I think this did come with a cable to 1, so we're good. So that can go right over there, and basically I'll come back around and zip tie this. Perfect. I'll come back around and do the cable organization afterwards. Not too important in my opinion right at this moment. Okay, so then this can plug in there, and then let's just check VDG. So I'm gonna check if VDG is for our RGB headers, or if that's, am I understanding that correctly? So plug the 4-pin PWM connector to the pump to the C motherboard, and then plug the 3-pin Yeah, I don't think I have a DRGB header. I don't even think I have a VDG connector. So, some bullshit. Basically, fuck this RGB stuff. That's not gonna work. So I'm just gonna kind of hide all that down here. It's pretty lame, but also not a big deal in my opinion. It is what it is. Okay, so now we can take this out. Yo, what the heck? This ain't Twitch. RGB is Pog? Well, yeah. That's all subjective. Just like humor. Bruh, how the fuck did they tape this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Nah, see, it's only lame because I can't use it. That's why I'm just, trying to be, I'm trying to keep myself motivated. You know I love that shit. Alright. Now I need to set up the connectors without ruining this thermal paste. Even if I do ruin it, it's fine, but let's see if I can do it with just this. Yo, donut unsub. So if I set that up, this is for Intel, screws for brackets. Seems like I'll need that. Don't need this. Don't need this. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I heckin' love RGB, bro. Maybe I should look at the manual. Because I'm gonna fuck this up if I don't. AMD's nuts. Use 4 M4, which I think are these. Let's get this shit in. Yo, what's at the top of the case? So this is the radiator. I'll show you the GPU, but basically, I wanted to put this GPU, the 3080. So this is the radiator for the AIO. I wanted to put this GPU. This was my Asus GeForce RTX 3080, but doesn't freaking fit, which is pretty lame. Wait, is this supposed to go this way? Okay, no. But it doesn't fit. So I ended up having well, funny story. I bought a Founders Edition 3080 Ti, thinking I'd use it for a water cooling project for my NZX TH1. And that's still the plan. Never mind, I see your GPU. That's just a little special. RIOP, brother. Yeah, so I wanted to use that one, but anyways, yeah, so basically I'm using well, let me finish with this and then I'll show you. But yeah, so basically I could not use that one. Fuck. Okay. Hopefully I don't have to fuck with damn it. Okay, I have to remove this, but I'm worried that this will cause the socket connector underneath to fall out. So I'm gonna do this one by one. Yeah, you want me to send you that 3080? Don't you have a 3080 Ti or something? The hell? What the hell, boy? I could I have a 2080 Super as well that I might just throw in here. It's in my server currently because I thought this would work, but I might just switch this in for the 2080 Super, and then yeah, cock cam. But it'll match my PS5 that I won fair. You know, I actually don't really remember that PS5 giveaway. I don't know. I don't remember that. Do you have the video to that, dude? I don't. I don't. Yeah, I can't find it. So like, I don't know where that might be. All right, this should be good to go. I think. This is one way. Remove foil. Yeah, we'll see if this works. You download. I can re. No need. You'll get your PS5 soon, dude. I got you. Understood. Loud and clear, bro. These tubes are gonna get fucked, but whatever. Wait, where does the spring go? Okay. Nice. So I'll throw these springs on. Pretty clean. I like it. I wish I had not gotten the RGB version. Not because, you know, I love RGB. I love RGB, but only because it adds so much more cabling, which in my opinion, I mean I like that less than okay. Yep, it's on there and this clearance, so we're good to go. How are we doing on clearance? We're good. Oh man, my neck, my back. I think I might need to get a different screwdriver. Okay. Let me check a different screwdriver real quick. Actually, we might be fine. Yo, Mr. Rash, what's your take on the new Certified Lover Boy album? It's fucking trash. That's my... Well, okay. It's not fucking trash, because it's not, you know... Actually, no. I was about to say it's not a 6ix9ine album, but that's actually... Any 6ix9ine song is god tier. I don't know where I was going with that. It's just so... I listened to it once. I'll never listen to it again. I don't think Fuad has ever listened to Drake, but I'll ask him. All right, so we're good on that. We just need to connect this connector for the fan. And this cable organization is ass right now, but I'm gonna come back and fix it all. Yeah, bro, it's goofy. Here is the front side of the case, and here is the back side. Yeah, like I said earlier, this will fit, but its performance is going to be terrible. Because simply because this fan is sucking in and this fan's blowing out. It's not going to be very good. It's just going to be blowing hot air in. Yeah, so I guess before I close stuff up, might as well connect it to here and see if it posts. Is that it? Yeah, I guess that's it. Nice. This was the messiest build I've done in quite some time. Put that over here. We'll plug this in. Oh shit. I forgot to screw down the radiator, but whatever. Not a big deal. And then I don't know which one's which, but I'm gonna unplug that one. And plug in DisplayPort here. And then let me get my keyboard. Alright, fuck it. Let's see what happens. Oh shit. I gotta flip the switch. Oh, nice. Some lights turned on over on this side. The RGB for the RAM. Let's see what happens. If there's something wrong with the build, I don't know if I'll fix it tonight. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. Yeah, it worked. Yo! So, enable XMP. That's basically all we need to do right now. Wow. Freaking worked, bro. I don't have a Windows boot key set up right now. So what I'll end up doing probably is doing like another stream tomorrow at 2, and set this up because I'm actually, so I just got back from a trip from Europe for the past month, and my sleep schedule is completely flipped. Where, well, not flipped, but I used to sleep at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. every night. Now I sleep at 10 p.m. So it worked though. Um, but yeah, my sleep schedule's pretty messed up right now. Well, I guess it's normal now, which is good. But yeah, so we did it. Let me show you guys this build one more time though. That's awesome though. Awesome to see it. What a trad orthodox king. Yes, sir. So let's take a look at the inside. We have some cables that need to be organized over here. Not really a big fan of how these tubes are set up right now, but I'm going to try and fix that tomorrow. Both the cable organization plus these tubes, and we'll see if I can set up this RGB. It honestly would look nice. And then over on this side, we have the RTX 3080 Ti. And yeah, so this also has, well, it's just white lights on this side, but no big deal. Another thing I'll have to do tomorrow is tighten up these radiator screws. I'm going to do a little bit more looking into if this is the best way to set up the radiator. If there's a better way, then I'm going to do that. Yeah, so that's basically it. Everything looks to be working correctly. Looks like XMP worked. Looks like the fans were all working. Now let's actually see it with all these things inside. You can't be serious. Ugh, does this really have to be installed before? Oh, come on. Dang. Thank you for the poggers, bro. I'm glad you like the build. So that's one side in. That's the other side. I'm not sure what is going on with these frickin' cables blocking it. Alright, there we go. And think we want this like this. Yeah, four-way roommate reunion. And the last but not least finishing touch is this. So there we go. It is this is super compact. Imagine this, like, my NZXT-H1 I think technically has a little bit more literage than this. Like, it has more volume to it than this. But despite that, like, every single thing that was packed into that is packed into this. You do have some restrictions for the size of the for the graphics card, which the H1 has a little bit more leeway of, but I mean I still have a 3080 Ti in here. It's almost like COVID never ended. Alright, now that your build is done, time to play Smash till the sun comes up. Yeah. I don't know about that. Actually, if this was like COVID never ended, then yes. So I don't know what happened, but all my stuff stopped working. But basically, build is done. I think my camera just basically died. Um, my build is done. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Um, you guys can see yourself right there. And yeah, so I'm gonna hop back on probably at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern time. Saying that like you guys are on Eastern time. Actually, Brian, you won't be, but um, I'm gonna finish up this build and test stuff out. Probably spend like an hour or something, hour and a half, and then um, yeah, we'll see what sort of performance we're getting from it and clean it up a bit. This build won't help you frag in CS though, Sag. Maybe we'll have to test it out, dude. Or maybe once I build my new PC. I still have two more PCs to build over the next 2 weeks, so we'll see what those turn out like. Maybe all those frames that I'll get from this new Intel 13900K will put me over the top. You know what I'm saying? Um you'll be at work. All right. Um Sag. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you all MF tomorrow. Probably hop on, play some CS or something maybe, depending on how this PC build goes. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Blah 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 blah. Let me end.